Welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. My name is Eric. I'll be taking you through this topic, integers, and for this lesson, we're going to look at addition of integers. So we will start by looking at what addition of integers is all about. Then after that, we look at some sample problems on addition of integers. And then at the end of this lesson, we'll be able to give you some assignment to help you with practicing and also to help you check your understanding of the concepts as discussed through this lesson. So addition of integers is just about adding the directed numbers. You can have -2, then you add another number, or you can have +2, then you add another number as you can see. So we say addition of integers can as well be represented on a number line as follows. So how do you go about it? So what you do is first you have to identify the first number, then you have to identify the first sign, and possibly if you have another sign, and then the next number. So of course now here you have to draw a number line. So you have 0 in the middle, then we have 1. So as you write the numbers there, make sure the two numbers are captured, like 2 and 3. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. We have -1, -2, -3, -4. Then you indicate the arrows. Then now where we are starting from, that is where what you indicate first. So we are starting from +2. So you indicate their start. Then now there is the first sign here. The first sign there is plus, the plus sign. So when we have 0 in the middle here, the right hand side is positive side and the left hand side is the negative side. So if you have a positive sign, it simply means we're supposed to move towards the right, and you have a negative sign here, it means we're supposed to move to the left. Like now here we have positive, so it means we'll move from +2, which is the first number, and then from that +2, we're supposed to move to the right. That is the positive side of the number line. Now, we know where we are starting from. We know where we are moving to. Which direction are we moving? And now, how many steps? How far? So the second number here will give us the number of steps you're supposed to move. So we are moving 3 steps to the right. So take note of the rule, where we are starting from, which direction, and how many steps. So the first number will give us where we are starting from. The sign here will give us the direction we are moving, and possibly if you have another sign here, we're going to see what happens. And of course, the next number will give us the number of steps we are moving. So we're starting from +2, we're moving to the right, and then we're moving 3 steps. So 1, 2, 2, and then 3. So this is where we stop. So the final answer here should be where we stop. So +2 +3 is equals to where? So where did we stop? At +5. So again, if the answer is positive, you don't have to indicate positive. You just write it as 5. So that is how you go about it. Please take note of the 3 rules. 1, where we are starting from. 2, direction, and 3, how many steps. So starting point, direction of movement, stopping point. So where do we stop? So where do we start? Which direction, and where do we stop? So where we stop, that is supposed to be the answer. So we have number 2 again. So this number 2, now you can see we have 2 signs following each other immediately. So again, the first number will still give us where we are starting from. So we are starting from +2. Positive sign here will still indicate that we're moving in the positive direction, that is to the right. But the second sign here, normally we'll reverse the direction we are taking, or we'll okay the direction we are taking. It can reverse or it can okay the direction. So if it is positive, that is an indication that we're supposed to continue with that direction. Remember, the first sign is already indicating that we're supposed to move to the right. So this second sign will either reverse the direction, it will locate the direction. Like now, positive means continue in the same direction. Negative would mean that reverse the direction. So move to the right, continue in the same direction. How many steps? 3 steps. So let's count and see. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we are moving 3 steps. We're moving 3 steps. So this is start and this is stop. Remember, the rule is where we stop, that is the answer. Yes. So what is the answer? So where did we stop? At positive 5. So the answer here is positive 5. Again, if the answer is positive, you don't have to indicate positive sign. When there is no sign, that means it is positive. Again, when it is positive, you don't have to indicate that sign. So take note of the rule, where we are starting from, which direction, and the second sign would either reverse the direction or would okay the direction. So positive means continue. Negative means reverse, go in the opposite direction. So we have -2 now, and then so we are now, the first number now is -2. So we are starting from -2. So start. Then this the sign here. Where are we moving to? So to the right. So we're moving to the right, the positive side of the number line, to the right. How many steps? Next number. 7 steps. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is where we are stopping. So the answer is where we stop should give us the answer. So where did we stop? Positive 5 again. Again, if the answer is positive, you don't have to indicate. But if it is negative, you have to indicate that negative sign. So that is what you do. Let's see one more. So again, this one we are starting from, remember the first number is where we are starting from. So we have positive 6. So that is the start. Then the sign here is the direction. So we are moving in what direction? Positive side. Positive is right or left? Positive is right. But now look at this. Now immediately you start the journey. Immediately you start the journey, you realize there is another sign. So that sign can either okay the direction or reverse it. So if it is positive, that means continue. If it is negative, reverse. Like in this case, we started with positive. Immediately we started the journey, we met negative, move in the opposite direction. So we're supposed to move to the positive side, but now we'll go in the reverse direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps, then you stop. So we started at positive 6. We are supposed to move to the right, but then the negative sign reversed that direction. So we are moving to the left. How many steps? 9. Yes. So the second number will always give us the number of steps you're supposed to move in either of the directions. Whether to the positive side or to the negative side, you move in the direction that is appropriate, depending on the signs that you have. So again, the answer should be given by where we stop. So where did we stop? At -3. So the answer here is negative. Now we said if the answer is negative, you have to indicate. That one is a must, but positive you don't have to. So we have another one here where we're now starting from positive 5. So where do we start? Positive 5. So start. Direction again is positive, so we need to move to the right. So positive means you're supposed to move to the right, but immediately we started the journey, we realized there's another negative. So you reverse. That negative sign means reverse the direction. So we are reversing the direction. So we are supposed to move to the right, but because of the negative sign, we are reversing that direction. So we are moving to which direction? Left. How many steps? One step. So just that one. Then we do what? Then we stop. So the answer is as usual, where we stop, that is supposed to give us the answer. So where did we stop? Positive 4. So the answer here is positive 4. So again, if the answer is positive, you don't have to indicate positive. Just write 4. So we have a few questions here to help you practice. I'll attempt the first 2, and then you will attempt the last 3. You can always be posting the responses in the comment section, be looking at them and giving feedback accordingly. So I will only attempt the first 2 and leave you with the last 3 to attempt. Just an application of what you have learned, So the first one here, you still have to draw the number line. So as you draw the number line, make sure the 2 numbers are captured, -5 and +4. So 0, of course, here at the center. Then we have -1, we have -2, -3, -4, -5. Then again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5. So where are we starting from? We are starting from +4. So you indicate. Where are we moving to? To the right. But immediately we start the motion, we start the movement, we realize there is another negative sign, which negative sign, the second sign, if it's negative, reverse that direction. So we're supposed to move to the right, but now we're moving to the left. How many steps? 5 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is where we started from, and this is where we are stopping. So the answer, as usual, is supposed to be where we are stopping. So where did we stop? -1. So that is how you go about it. Let's look at the second one as well. So second one, so again, the procedure is the same. See, the procedure is again the same. Take note of where we are starting from. We are starting from where? From -3. So start. Take note of the direction. Which direction is that? Positive. You see. So here there is no any other sign that is either reversing or okaying. So in that case, we just continue. So positive and continue moving. So how many steps? 4 steps. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is where we stopped. So where did we stop here? +1. So again, if the answer is positive, you don't have to indicate the positive sign. Whether indicated or not indicated, the difference is the same. Like you don't have any difference there. It's the same thing. So that is all for the lesson. Until next time, goodbye.